Thompson with Rhinebeck School of Music, and in this lesson we're going to learn an essential beginner warm-up exercise called the chromatic scale. So maybe you're wondering what a chromatic scale is. It's basically just moving the distance of one fret to the next on the guitar. So this is all chromatic, right? Half step is the distance of one fret. So moving in half steps. An example. That's Metallica, Master of Puppets, or the ending of AC/DC, TNT. They go chromatically from E, the ending, etc. So that's chromatic movement. So that is what we're going to be practicing going through the chromatic scale in this exercise. So I'm going to get into right hand and left hand technique for beginners more in detail in other videos, but if you're using a pick, you want to alternate your picking strokes. So if your first note you're picking down, the next one you're picking up. So you can practice that just on your open strings by going down, up, 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 down, up. If you're using your fingers and you don't want to use a pick, you can alternate your pointer and middle finger like they're jogging. So pointer, middle, pointer, middle, pointer, middle, alternating your fingers as you're going down. So now we're going to talk about the left hand here. So I'm using all of my fingers, my pointer, my middle, my ring, and my pinky. Okay, and that's important. You want all of your fingers to move together. I have a lot of students that start out and they just want to cheat and drag their pointer finger around, and that's just not a good habit to get into. You want to get into using all of your fingers. So here's the breakdown of the scale. I'm going to play on the thick E string 0, first fret, second, third, fourth. And notice how I use 0, pointer, middle, ring, to pinky. Now I go down to the A string, same thing, 0, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. I go down to the D, 0, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. I go down to the G, 0, pointer, middle, ring. Because if I go to the pinky, that note's a B, and my next open string is also B. That's unison, that's not chromatic. Now I'm going to go down to the B string, 0, pointer, middle, ring, pinky, and end with the thin E, 0, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. Now we're going to descend that same scale. So I'm starting on the 4th fret of the thin E and going down to the open string. So starting with my pinky. So pinky, ring, middle, pointer, 0. Same thing on the next string. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This one I lead with my ring finger. 3, 2, 1, 0. The D string. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The A string. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The E string. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So I want to add something with the right hand technique here, and that is, as I'm playing the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 ascending, I want to be going down, up, down, up, down, 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 etc. As I go back in the direction of up, I want to start with an upstroke. So when I start on my pinky, right? So I'm not crossing over the string, I'm going right to the next string with an up stroke because I'm going in the up direction. Up, down, up, down, up, 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 up, down, up, down, up. So whenever you're practicing scales, you really want to get in the habit of practicing with a metronome. So I have this little QuickTime metronome that's pretty easy to use. There's also an app I have on my phone called Metronome, which is a free app. And what I recommend is just playing along with the beat for now, just the quarter note pulse. So this one defaults at 100, but for beginners, I'm going to show you this exercise at 50 BPM, which means 50 beats per minute. And that's a much slower tempo to start as a beginner. So here's 50 beats per minute. So if you can play through the scale at that pulse, you're practicing good time. And I'm going to show another example at 60 beats per minute, which is a little bit faster. And as you get better and as you get faster, you just keep increasing the tempo and see how fast you can play this exercise. So as a student, when I was learning a lot of these scales and my teacher would give me an exercise, I would always try to be creative and think of other ways to play the exercise. So just because I'm showing you this way, a basic ascending and descending, doesn't mean you can practice this maybe going 0, 1, 4, 3, 2, 0, 1, 4, 3, 2, or 0, 1, 2, 4, 3, or 0, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 4, 3, 2. I mean, there's so many different combinations that you could do to just practice this chromatic scale. Or even going 0, 1, 4, 2, 3, 0, 1, 4, 2, 3. You know, there's so many ways that you can get your fingers moving. And the more creative ways that you think of to be an independent guitar player, the less you're going to need your teacher. So, get to work practicing that chromatic scale. Remember, use alternate picking, all of your fingers, and always practice with a metronome.